Hello, everybody. Today we're talking about what I call the best kind of teams. And so, if you're starting out trying to build a team, what are some things that you should consider to make sure that your team works well together? Well, the first two go hand in hand. I look at, there used to be a thought that the employees are the most important things. The most important resource are the employees. What we now know today is that employees are the most expensive part of an organization, and it's the most important employees, the most what I call talented employees, that will lead an organization to great success. So talent is a key thing for me. When you look at organizations today, some of the most influential, profitable, those that perform the most, have a few key employees who really drive the success of the organization. I call those talent. So given the thought of talent, then I thought I would, when we talk about the best kind of teams, really start 1 and 2 the same, very similar. First, the first rule of any team is to start with talent. You start with excellent employees, the most dedicated, the hardest working, those that have a strong sense of cooperation and commonality with the organization and its employees. So you start with talent. And the second one, somewhat intuitive, you add more talent. Teams that work well are teams that have talent within their organization. For me, it's absolutely critical in that regard. I've seen so many teams that don't have talent that still work well, because the use of 4 or 5 that work well could be stronger than 4 or 5 that work individually. But I've seen even more teams fail when they work well together and cooperate, but there's not much talent in the team. Obviously, the best of both worlds is to have talent and, a number of, average employees. But for me, the most important aspect is you start with talent and then you add more talent. The two most important aspects of a team. Third is somewhat intuitive. When you hire somebody into an organization, you want to make sure that they support the organization. When you talk with teams, it's the same thing. You have to have teams that have clear goals and goals that individuals will support, goals that the teams will support. I would go further and say that it is probably, when you talk about goals, it's goals that the team is passionate about. So I often talk about goals that the team is passionate is the third one. Last one, a chuckle here and there when I bring this up. Share the risk, share the rewards. So we often hear when we talk about teams, people say, well, let's share the rewards equally. I don't think it should be equally, but you don't destroy a team by parsing out rewards according to the input. I don't think that you have to treat everybody the same on a team. Obviously, football, basketball, any about sports that pay people differently, and I think it's the same within an organization. You're not going to destroy a team by doing that. But if you share the rewards, you share the risk. If you're going to parcel out rewards, you parcel out the risk too. That's what makes a team work well. They're there through the trenches and also through the accomplishments. So the 4 for me: start with talent, add more talent, have goals that the team is passionate about achieving, and lastly, share the risks, but also share the rewards. Enjoy the day. We'll talk more about teams as the week progresses. Take care, everybody.